AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Stephen A. Smith's Monday Night Football dream shattered with a brutal response. It's on MSNBC, MSN.com. Stephen A.'s dream of becoming a part of Monday Night Football has been left in tatters after workers on the show reportedly slammed his personality and said he would not be welcome. First Take host Smith is one of the ESPN's most high-profile NBA presenters and best paid, but in his craving for a new contract, he has also made his desire to cover football on Monday night very clear. Smith is a regular on the weekday sports panel and also covers NBA games on location for ABC and ESPN. The host has made public his want to also be involved in Monday Night Football production. It said workers already on the show loathed the idea of him switching over to the NFL. This is crazy. That's crazy.
Fabian, don't even pose a question. We could go off the rails with this one. You ain't even got to pose a question with this one, bro. I mean, I'm sorry if you had one. I'm stepping on it right now. We don't need a question right now. I think I could speak for both of my brothers. We don't want him talking football. Why I say that? Because you can't fake that. You can't fake going through
that's different.
The game of football. You can't fake it. You cannot. And you can't use your past to somewhat try to validate you in that space. I played 2 games at North Carolina at Winston-Salem. Big House Gaines is my mentor. I learned the game from John Chaney, and like all that shit that you do to try to validate yourself in the space of basketball. You can't do that with football. You can't fake it. The analysts that cover football, I think their attention to detail is just next to none. Like it's next to, you can't fake it. And those former players,
Flea,
they won't allow them to do it.
Cam Newton, they showed a play, and people can laugh at Cam Newton all they want, but people forget how great some of these guys were at their position, right?
Right.
And when he talks for like the first 30 seconds, I said, wow. Because like I said, football is so detailed and there's so much with it that, bro, if you ain't in that like that, you can't play with that. So Stephen A, man, much love, but you cannot come up there talking about you played for Winston-Salem's football team and you hurt your shoulder, but you threw 9 touchdowns in two seconds, so they gave you a scholarship. Nah, bro, that's one sport you have to leave to the professionals, bro.
Fabian, he can't say I've been covering football for 30 years. No, he can't say I'm in locker rooms. He can't say I know. He can't do that with this. So that's why I'm like, you can't fake it. With nothing about this can you fake. And as soon as you are disingenuous and inauthentic with anything with football, they'll get you out of here. And I'm talking about the people that are passionate about that game. Former players, people that cover it right now, who all of these, like these guys that moderate, like Greeny is more of a football fan than he is basketball. Rich Eisen is more of a football fan than he is anything, right? Dan Patrick is more of a football guy than really a basketball guy. And I'm naming guys that have their own shows and do but what I'm saying is if he's gonna dip his toe in that, like he can't play with that. He can't play with that because you will look like you're crazy.
But I did just see Tom Brady get $300 million to step off that field and go into a booth, and he is trash. I don't care what anybody says. He is trash. It's not that he doesn't know how to.
That don't have nothing to do with it, though.
It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with the reason that Tom Brady. We talked about this. Greg Olsen was an Emmy award-winning commentator. He is amazing on there. Tony Romo, we didn't know what he was going to be, but I thought they were going to try him out, something like that. Tom Brady comes on there strictly off cachet, strictly off a name.
That has nothing to do.
That has everything to do with why you want to put Stephen A. Smith on Monday Night Football, because everything you guys said is absolutely true. Why the hell else would we bring him over here?
But I don't think nobody. I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't think nobody would tune in to Monday Night Football because of Stephen A. Smith.
Well,
Just being honest with you, if it was basketball season, then I get it. But I'm being honest. They're not tuning in for Stephen A. Smith for Monday Night Football. I just can't go for that.
But nobody is, and they did look. ESPN offered Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith role on Monday Night Football twice. So this is nothing new. It's just being regurgitated all over again.
Right.
That's number one. They've been trying to put Stephen A. Smith on more stuff. He's been all over the TV screen with ESPN. I'm not saying he's good at explaining any games. Again, same deal with Woj. That's how the whole thing started with Woj. I'm not talking about his football analysis, basketball analysis, because we know it's all trash. That's not what they have him on ESPN for. They have him on there because his goal has always been that I've heard him say a million times, he wants to be the new Howard Cosell. That's where I think he doesn't realize he is failing at. You don't have no buddy Muhammad Ali with you. We don't want to really see you like that. You're kind of the annoying guy. Howard Cosell used to be getting saucy in that booth and would go bananas. And Howard Cosell's another guy who, if I'm not mistaken, didn't really know football like that. He just was the guy, your friend that was in the booth with you going crazy. So that's what the deal was with him. I just think Stephen A. Smith, I agree with y'all, where it's like, I don't know how he fits on here, but he's been on ESPN for so long. It's like, I'm not surprised by that. They're already a kind of a circus. I don't want to call it a shit show, but it is a circus. Who's on Monday Night Football right now? I don't even know who the broadcaster is.
I'm getting to that. What I'm about to say is they just re-upped Ryan Clark.
He does the commentating?
No, I think Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick do it.
During the game?
I believe.
No comment.
I may be wrong, but
if that's the lineup, that's crazy. For Monday Night Football? Bro, you got Chris Collinsworth on Channel 4. Al Michaels retired?
No, he's there. I saw his face.
So when does Troy Aikman and damn, what's our guy? Joe Buck. When do they
they on Fox. They do the Fox games.
So remember, this is just Monday Night Football for ESPN. Of course, he's the top dog over there.
Oh, so they've been trash. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like
but they've been rotating it for a little while. Yeah. Right? They haven't had like I don't remember the last consistent guy they had on ESPN.
But what does that remind you of? The rotation, the first take set. That's what Stephen A. wants. He sees an opening. This guy's a shark, bro. I could do nothing but respect it.
I could respect it, but he's not going to be good. We're not good at everything, bro. We're not good at everything.
Do you see what happened when he tried doing UFC?
Bro, he got broke, bro.
Joe Rogan called him out, but he didn't care.
Bro, no. He can act like he don't care. He needs to know his limitations. Listen, man, as great as you are, listen, bro, know your limitations. Bro, you do too much. I'm sorry. He's trying to talk about a pee-wee basketball game. Right. So now you have an 8-year-old kid's basketball game to know he got like. Nah, Monday Night Football does not need Stephen A. Smith. I understand ESPN, he's the top dog over there, so he's going to bring an entertainment factor over there, and it's going to be fun. But once them guys start talking real football, bro, you're going to be sitting there like a deer in the headlights. You cannot compete with that over there. I'm sorry, and they know that, and they probably saying in their mind, bro, keep him over there, because football talk is serious. They rarely have a good time.
You can't yell your way through it. You can't joke your way through it. You can't gravitas and throw your chest up and I'm ESPN's guy through it. You can't do all that stuff that he does with basketball. You can't do that.
Right. And you not doing to them what you be doing on First Take. As far as like as if you the head honcho, they don't care about none of that.
No.
Football players can have less money than you. It's a different mindset. That machismo, that thing over there is for real. They don't care about you being $100 million man. You is not shutting up Ryan Clark when you're talking about football. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are.
You just reminded me. He better stay very clear. Just like I don't even know if he's too critical of the play. Like remember, he could be impulsive, and he says the wrong thing on the air. Them football players, like you said, they don't. They might have Stephen A. Smith up in the parking lot.
Yeah, like football is
that sport. He don't play around with Bart Scott. He don't talk to Bart Wild.
Sleep. When I be around my dudes, gotta shout out, I love New Orleans, man. My family out there, my guy Aaron and them guys, man, right? And it's like John, like when you're around them dudes, bro, when they talk football, you just gotta sit and listen. My nigga, they will break some shit down to you, and you'll be like, what? You don't even know what they talking about. Nah, Stephen A. Smith, stay in your lane. Big shout out LeVar Ball. Stay in your lane, bro. Because like I said, what your mindset is and what you're trying to do for your career, they doing the total opposite. Let them have that. Because to me, football is a serious sport the way you really got to know that to talk about that. It's not fun and games. I'm sorry. Football is not fun and games like any other sport. My opinion, stay in your lane, bro.
So are we pushing for him to do it so that he falls on his face and finally is defeated and gets the hell off our TV screen? Or are we telling him to calm down so he can stay on TV a little bit longer? Which one are we going for?
I want him to go on there and fall on his face. You know me. Listen, man. Please. Y'all know me.
Can't wait.
I don't want to see nothing good. I am the hater. Get up there, fall flat, so we can have a blast.
Nah, I don't even want him to taint anything that's going on with football. Stay in your lane. We accept you with basketball, and that took us forever to do that. So just stay over there, and the goal now is get your late night show. Don't worry about it. Go get your late night show from wherever you're going to get that from. Go do that.
That is what it feels like, similar to the other conversation we've been having all week with the reporters, power brokers. They kind of like, it's not that we really want Stephen A. in our face all day long like that. So we're kind of forced to deal with this viral moment every day. Like, why am I watching this? Why is somebody sending me this? Why are you retweeting this? And they don't want that in the NFL. They don't want him anywhere near that. But it's a lot of money over there, man. And Stephen A. knows it. If he gets to be anywhere near those guys in the NFL,
you can't hyperbole your way through and he can't say the way he was talking to KD when KD went to Golden State and it was all that, you don't want to make an enemy out of me. I dare you to talk to one of them. Talk like that to Michael Irvin and don't think Michael Irvin won't catch you around the corner.
Nigga attacking you with the camera on. Niggas ain't going for that. That shit is a different ball game.
Wait a minute. I don't want to put this stigma on football players. They ain't got no self-control. They are on there. They're professional guys. What I'm saying is that the thin line of talking tough and he can't straddle that with them. What you said? What you said? Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna have they will quickly check him. Like what? What you say? Okay. All right.
So Stephen A., man, you made enough money, man. Just stay on First Take. You already cornered the game with that. Get your little co-host carousel on ESPN First Take and call it a day, bro.
They'll check him in a minute, man.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.